Kevin Holland has retired from MMA. Now, do I think he is retired? Heck no, I do not think he has retired. But go over to Kevin Holland's Instagram right now and look at his most recent post. Look at his story right now. Just put out a post saying that he is currently retired from MMA. I got paid and I am out. He says he's going to work in some car business now that he is a retired former UFC fighter. But come on, guys. Am I buying this? No, I am not buying Kevin Holland's attempt at making it seem like he's going to retire from the UFC. It's not going to happen, guys. We know he was going to fight against Daniel Rodriguez, probably get Stephen Wonderboy Thompson next. The only reason he's retiring as of right now is, well, the UFC, Dana White, aren't giving him the fights that he really wants. He didn't get the Daniel Rodriguez fight. He had to fight Khamzat Chimaev. He's not getting a fight with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. D-Rod is fighting Neil Magny. There's so many reasons why Kevin Holland can be putting out there that he wants to retire. He's not going to retire, guys. It's not going to happen. He's going to stay in the UFC, 95% chance. That other 5% would just be somehow, some way Kevin Holland is really so distraught that the UFC is not giving him Stephen Wonderboy Thompson that he just retires, or he just made a little bit of money in the Khamzat Chimaev fight, and he's like, all right, that's good enough, I'll just retire with that. But I highly doubt that's the case. But what do y'all think? Is he retired? Is he not? I don't know. I don't think so. I highly doubt that he is. We also have another fight in the welterweight division, fighter, I guess, because last time it was Kevin Holland. This time it is Robbie Lawler. You see in the title. I think Robbie Lawler is going to get TKO'd again. I was thinking about future matchups in the UFC's welterweight division, and I was like, legend, former champion Robbie Lawler is about to fight another veteran in Santiago Ponzinibbio. The man just got knocked out by Bryan Barberena, and I'm not even kidding here. Santiago Ponzinibbio is a step up in competition. It's as simple as that. If you are losing to Bryan Barberena, you're getting TKO'd by Bryan Barberena. I'm sorry to say, but it's not going to look too good when you fight Santiago Ponzinibbio, who went out there and got split decisions that arguably could have and should have gone his way, depending on your viewpoint, against Jeff Neal, the number 6 welterweight in the world, and Michel Pereira, number 15 welterweight in the world. Santiago Ponzinibbio, this dude is an absolute beast. The chin on the man is insane. He's got good power in his hands. And thinking about where Robbie Lawler's at in his career, not really looking too impressive against Nick Diaz. Getting knocked out by Bryan Barberena. He's going to get knocked out by Santiago Ponzinibbio. Those are my thoughts. Do you think he's going to get knocked? I think he does. I definitely do think he does. We also got not a welterweight fight, but a lightweight fight. Oh, baby. Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier in the UFC's lightweight division, UFC 281 pay-per-view. Chandler coming off wins over Benson Henderson and Bellator, making his UFC debut, knocking out Dan Hooker, then losing to Charles Oliveira for the belt. Almost beating Charles Oliveira, honestly, but losing. Then he lost to Justin Gaethje in a fight of the year in 2021. Now it's 2022. And we might have a fight of the year for 2022 with the same exact guy in Michael Chandler fighting Dustin Poirier. After that, he fought Tony Ferguson, knocked him out in round number 2 with the most devastating front kicks I've ever seen. Poirier beating Dan Hooker like Michael Chandler did, and then Conor McGregor twice, only losing to the greatest lightweight in the world and of all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and the greatest lightweight in the world right now, Charles Oliveira. So I like the fight. I think it's going to be very close. My early prediction is Dustin Poirier, but what I wanted to get off my chest is this going to be an absolute banger. No matter what way you look at it, if Michael goes out there with a wrestling game plan, I don't care. The scrambles are going to be insane. The ground and pound, the submission attempts, it's going to be insane. No matter what, fight of the year contender, Michael Chandler and Dustin, the Diamond Poirier. Last topic of today's video, Brady versus Bilal at UFC, what is it, UFC 280? On the prelim somehow, I still don't know how it's a prelim fight, but come on guys, decisionator, 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 remember the decision, Muhammad versus Sean Brady, we know what's going to happen. Either Sean Brady goes out there, wins a decision, or, well, Bilal Muhammad goes out there and wins a decision. It's fairly obvious, guys. Sean Brady, Bilal Muhammad is one of those fights where I have so much confidence that it will go to a decision that the only way I can fathom Sean Brady knocking out Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady submitting Bilal Muhammad, Bilal going out there getting a TKO. The only way I could fathom any of that happening is if maybe one of them checks a leg kick and the leg snaps, they tear their ACL, I don't know, they break their neck going in for a takedown. That's like the only way I can see it finish, because nothing based off intense, like they're intentionally trying to knock the other guy out, intentionally looking for the submission. It's not going to happen. Nobody is finishing the other guy. It's Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady. Decision, decision, decision. That's what's happening. So, what do y'all think about those fights? Brady versus Bilal. We got Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier at UFC 281. I mean, we have 3 pay-per-views back to back to back that I talked about here. UFC 280, Brady Bilal on the prelims. Chandler Poirier, UFC 281 on the main card. And Robbie Lawler, Santiago Ponzinibbio, UFC 282 main card. And then Kevin Holland on the main card of the Retirement Club, along with Jose Aldo. What do y'all think about today's topics? And yeah, put your thoughts down below in the comments. Like the video, smack yourself, I don't care. We'll see you in the next one.